Shun's younger brother, Haruto, actually followed him here to McAllister, so he's a first-year catcher and pitcher here for the Scots. So 2 runs in, runners on first and second, and Oxborough up for the Yellow Jackets. Mizuno comes in with a 18.6 ERA, his 6th appearance, 9.2 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts for his 4 walks. He was one of the pitchers that had a lot of runs scored against him. Well, the Scots as a whole did down in Arizona. So going to kind of work on dropping that. Stresso is responsible for the 2 runners that are out there. That off speed on the 1-1 is fouled back to the backstop, so we go 1 and 2. Next pitch misses in the dirt. Munoz smothers it, and we go to 2-2 count. A lot of stuff going on at McAllister today as Ron Osterman's on the golf cart racing against some of the track athletes doing their running. Looks like Ron's going to win. Must be a distance race. Grounder over to the right side. A long play. Flips it just in time to get the out. I think Blanco thought Mizuno was going to get it. Mizuno thought Blanco was going to get it. And then Braden LaChapelle had to come over and flip it over to Planko just in time to get the run. Planko saying, probably should have been my ball. But either way, the Scots get the out. The Yellow Jackets do advance their runners. And this brings up Andres, who's 0 for 1, hit by a pitch and a fly out to center. Takes strike 1. So Scott's got 2 away, trying to see if Mizuno can minimize the damage here. Off speed, gets the elbow pad. And Andres has his second hits batsman of the day. Another jaunt down to first base. I think the first one got him on the arm part that wasn't padded, so must feel a lot nicer where it hits the pad instead of the body. But that does load the bases up for the Yellow Jackets. And Frydenlund, the 3-hole hitter, takes ball 1. 0 for 2. Ground out to the shortstop, and also was hit into a 4-6-3 double play last inning. So Mizuno, 1 pitch away. Just we got the grounder to the shortstop. Dombalajian's only place to first. Fires and gets him. A heck of a play by Dombalajian. Good stretch by Planko, and that finishes it off for the Yellow Jackets, but they do get 2 runs on 4 hits. No McAllister errors. And 3 left on base. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. 6-4 ball game. Scots have the lead. Shun Mizuno out there for after he was able to get out of Stresso's jam last inning with no one scoring, or at least no one scoring when he came in the game. First pitch to Voigt. Misses, so we go 1-0. Voigt is 1 for 2 with RBI double, and he also came around to score back in the first. Next pitch is fouled back to the backstop. So we go 1-1. Oh, it looks like a bounce off the catcher. Looks like Munoz is good. Boy gives him a little tap saying, sorry, brah. With the 1-1. Off speeds hit hard down the left field line and foul. So just another long strike. And we go 1-2. This one's hit hard to right field. I think that's hitting off the chain link monster. It does bounce right to McCaskey, who comes up throwing, fires into second. but not in time, and another double for Tanner Voigt. Both teams have done pretty good at getting their leadoff hitter on base. Yellow Jackets have been able to take advantage twice as they scored 2 in the first and 2 in the fourth. They also did have the leadoff hitter in the third, but he was quickly doubled off. This brings us to Peyton Steiner, who's 2 for 2. 2 singles, did have an RBI, and came around to score last inning on the RBI double from O'Dwyer. So Shun trying to pitch around this leadoff double. Misses in. We go to 2-0. This one is swung on, hit down the right field line, and it's going to curve foul out of play. Shun misses with that. Kind of almost looks like a split finger. Not really sure exactly what's in Shun's arsenal. That was a fastball on the 3-1, and it's fouled on the softball field, so we'll go to 3-2. Shun's getting a defensive call from his second baseman, and then he gets the sign from his watch. And he misses down, and so that'll put the runner on first. And Steiner gets on. And that brings us to Jordan Trimble. He's flown out to the left and grounded to the first baseman. Looks like there's maybe some communication issues with Munoz. His coach brought him out a new earpiece. He's still looking at the watch, but the coach can also communicate via an earpiece to the catcher. First pitch is called a strike. So 0-1 quickly on Trimble. Tombalachian comes in and makes Voigt go back to the base a little bit. The off speed's in the dirt. Good job by Munoz smothering that one right at the plate. So 1-1 count. Big lead for Steiner at first with a runner ahead of him. This one is fouled back towards McAllister dugout. 1-2. Wondering if maybe the Scots, with that extended lead at first, maybe if Planko calls a snap throw from the catcher to pick behind the runner at first. Instead, it's fouled off the Chinese house. So we stay at 1-2 count. Shun steps off, so the first disengagement. Another one fouled off. Bounces off the Portuguese house. This one's grounded. Kick save and a butte. So Little goalie action from Shun out there, kind of a hockey goalie doing the kick save as not letting that one roll past him. It does advance the runners, but he's able to stop that one and flip it over to Planko at first for the first out. That brings up O'Dwyer, who had a RBI double in his last at-bat. Coach Parrington keeps the infield back. The Scots have been in this position a couple times. So again, really all O'Dwyer needs here to get a run across is a ground ball past the pitcher. Instead, he fouls it over the press box for strike one. Lands in deep left field on the softball field. So Shun delivers, swung and missed. O'Dwyer, so 0-2. One hopper back to the pitchers, blocked by Mizuno. Gotta just fire that one to him. Runners on base, don't want them advancing. Next pitch misses low and away, so we go 1-2. One-two pitch. Check swing. I think Bobby thought that one was a strike. Didn't frame it too hard. I think it was going to be called a strike, but umpire says it missed. So we go to a 2-2 count. Next one swung through and he gets the strikeout. So nice job by Mizuno coming back, getting 2 outs after the double and a walk. So now we're 2 down, runners still on second, third, and he's going to try and work out of this with Wiley Aro, who's 1 for 2. Had an RBI single last inning, also reached on an error. Off speed misses, so we go 1-0. Fastball, strike one. Off speed, hit the Domalaji and feels it, fires sidearm, and Mizuno is able to work out of the 2 runners getting on to lead it off. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We're going to bottom of 5. 6-4 Scots. All right, Shun Mizuno's out there again for the Scots. Just leading off will be the catcher, Bradenberg. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. First pitch called a strike. Next pitch is hit to right center. McCaskey coming in and makes the catch. Oh no. McCaskey's mom's in town, but some female fan was very excited about the catch.
Hey, you didn't take my shit, you took Jackson's too.
So Mizuno now with 1 down, pitching to the leadoff hitter, Oxborough. Turns in on that one and missed him, so stays 1-0.
Yeah. Exactly. Have you never done it? No. Well, it's a learning opportunity. I don't even know everything in here.
Next pitch is called a strike, 1-1.
I'm content. I know a one-trick pony. Oh my gosh.
This one's swung on, fouled towards the Yellow Jacket dugout, so 1-2. So Mizuno ahead 1-2, looking at his watch, which still to me is very weird. And now he delivers. Fastball line to center field. McCaskey's over, and he makes a running catch. Kind of looked like he lost it for a second, but then he accelerates and makes a catch about thigh level. So quickly 2 down. Shun's doing a good job out there. That was hit hard off the bat of Oxborough, but it's still the second out, and that brings us to Andres, who's 0 for 1 with 2 hit batsmen. 1 hurt and 1 hit the elbow pad. This was off speed, strike 1. Fumble by Mizuno on the hill. Offense recovers it. So another 0-1. Another breaking ball, called a strike. And another bounce pass from from Munoz to Mizuno. Kind of reminds me of Major League 2, where the catcher struggled throwing back to the pitcher. But Bobby's doing a good job back there. Great block there on the 0-2 on the off speed in the dirt. So 1-2, 2 down here for Shun. A high off speed. The umpire is saying that the hitter leaned in and used his elbow brace to get hit by the pitch. The batter said it hit my arm, and the umpire said, well, if it hit your arm, it's a strike. So if you lean over the plate and it hits you, it's called a strike. So the umpire kind of did that right away. So Munoz will take him down 1-2-3. We're going to the bottom of the 6th, 6-4 Scots. That's number 1. Well, so it looks like maybe you have a new center fielder in Stephen Paulson, but Holden Peacock comes in the game at third. First ball hit to him on the first pitch. Fields it, fires it. So now with Peacock coming in the game, him and McCaskey both have played in every game. Yeah, so first pitch, 5-3. That was Frydenlund. Mizuno still out there for the Scots. Now up is Tanner Voigt. Has a couple of doubles, an RBI for the Yellow Jackets. Next pitch misses up, so we go to 2-0. So Dombalajian still at short. Still have LaChapelle at second and Plenko at first. Looks like Alexander out and right. This one's hit hard through the 5.5 hole, and another hit for Voigt, his third of the ball game. That brings up Peyton Steiner, who is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, RBI, run scored, and a walk. First pitch, low, smothered by Munoz. Looked like an off speed there. So 1-0, 1 down with Voigt on first. Scott's 8-4 lead after scoring 1 in the first, 5 in the third, and 2 in the 6th. That pitch is in there for a strike. The Yellow Jackets scored 2 in the first and 2 in the 4th to get to their 4 total. That one gets away from the catchers. It almost went over the fence as it landed about 2 or 3 feet in front of the plate. Munoz was in position, but it hopped off his right shoulder and hit off the top of the backstop. Now Shun asks for a new ball. Time's already out off the called by the umpire, but it's 2-1 count. So Voigt advanced to second on the wild pitch. Pitch misses up, and we go 3-1. This one's hit high. Left fielder's back. He's against the wall, coming off it now. Hits off the top of the wall and fires in the second, but an RBI double for Steiner. Hit off the top of the fence out there. The chain link monster out in left field. Breeze is all but non-existent right now. It's barely blowing out there, so it's pretty legit where the ball goes is where it would have gone. That first pitch to Trimble misses low and away, ball one. Scats do have somebody getting loose in the bullpen / batting cage. Shun gives a double look at second. This one's hit hard, right past the Shun. Coach sends him. The throw's away from the cut. Not the best throw. That is Steven Paulson out in center. So he's kind of cold out there. Hasn't really thrown too much. And he comes up and he almost hit. Like, Plenko's a little late getting out there for the cut, and it almost hit Dombalajian. A good throw to home. I think they get the runner, but either way, it's an RBI single for Trimble, and McAllister's coach goes out to talk to Shun. So 2 runs matches what the Scots scored in the bottom of the 6th. So it's back to a 2-run game, 8-6. Just kind of talking to Shun out there. Coach Parrington typically goes out there if they're making a change, so I'm sure they're just talking about situation here. 1 down runner at first. Couple runs are in, so now it's just kind of, focus up and trust your defense. This is O'Dwyer up, 1 for 3. Had a RBI double, flew out to left and struck out so far. Shun has a sign, checks the runner, now comes set. Trimble over at first. Hit hard to left center. Paulson's going back. He can't see it. No, maybe he was just trying to deke the runner. He gets it. He fires in a second. The runner's going home. And Trimble slides it safely. Seemed like the Scots kind of figured how quickly they got it in. The runner wouldn't be going. And the throw was just in a second. The second baseman or shortstop, I'm not sure who fielded. I think it was the second baseman. Just kind of hesitated at second. And that allows Trimble to slide in safely, scoring all the way from first. It's going to be an RBI double and cuts the lead down to 1. Now being up Wiley Arrow, 1 for 3. Coach Pear's going to call time, and he's making a pitching change. So that'll finish the day for Shun, who's still responsible for the runner out in second. And looks like we have number 35 for the Scots coming in. Jack Nussbaum, sophomore lefty, 6'1" from Brunswick, Maine.